Oh my, ladies and gentlemen, we have Black Ops 6 information and a lot of it today with the Xbox reveal event, and it's been very, very exciting. I'm going to go through Charlie Intel's posts because they've covered pretty much everything that's come out. So if you haven't seen the stuff and you just want a condensed, quick run through of everything that's been so exciting to see, then this is the video for you. So we're going to start with their pinned tweet. The ranks from 1 to level 55 is going to be back. And this is all at launch, by the way, day one. Normal prestige is back. So at level 55, just like the old days, you're going to be able to prestige all the way up to 10 prestiges available from day one. No more waiting for the next season BS. From day one, you're going to be able to just grind through the levels and prestiges, which is phenomenal. With, of course, Prestige Master at the 10th prestige or after it. And then you're going to be able to get to level 1000 Master Prestige from day one, which is really, really good to hear. So that's first and foremost very exciting. Here we have a first look at the Black Ops UI. I'll zoom in here so you can really see it well. So it looks, a bit similar to what we've had with the COD HQ stuff in the last year or two, but they've definitely improved it. This definitely has a different feel to it just from this screenshot alone. Also with this screenshot, if you notice the bottom left, it does show Nuketown. So that's basically confirmation that Nuketown at some point will be returning. I'm not sure if it'll be at launch or not. I'm assuming it might be, but they didn't really specify that from what I've seen. But yeah, they're going to have that. Nuketown, as well as just this new UI, which I think looks good. They're going to stick with the COD HQ because I think that's just going to be the thing going forward. But they are making improvements, and it looks really good, looks really fun. So that's also exciting. Now we're zoomed in too much. Let me zoom out. See what else we got here. Of course, it's going to be on Game Pass. Some people like that. I probably won't be buying Game Pass because I just don't play that many games for it to be worth it. I've already pre-ordered on Battle.net. But if we keep scrolling, got some zombies gameplay. Of course, they're going to be having 2 zombies maps at launch, round-based, old school. So if you're into zombies, that can be exciting. I was super, super excited about this one. They specifically said that the classic 3-lane maps that are going to be about medium size are going to be back, and they're like the main focus of their map design, having them 3-lane with that medium kind of size. So they're not too big, not too small. So for competitive maps, I mean, I'm really excited about that, I'll be honest, because map design can really make or break a game, even if you have all the other stuff. If the map's bad and not fun, not good, has a bad flow to it, especially for competitive in particular, which is mostly what I play, is ranked play for the most part, then if you don't have a good map, it's not as good of an experience, basically. So super excited that they specified that. You don't have to wonder if the maps are going to be 3-lane and things like that, because everybody pretty much knows that a classic 3-lane map is like, the bread and butter of map design. So I don't think they can really mess that up too bad. Even if they're not the greatest maps of all time, the fact that they're 3-lane, they should be pretty good. Here we have some video with the new HUD, which you're going to be able to apparently kind of change. So that's pretty cool. You can actually just, move your minimap around, resize stuff, move stuff around. So I'm wondering what the extent of that will be, if you're going to be able to just like make your map super huge, because that would be something a lot of pros and try hard sweats like myself would want to do, so you can really have good eyes on that mini map. But it's really cool that you can just do that. Interesting little feature there. If we keep going, corner slicing, this one sounds like similar to me. It sounds more like when they added the mounting of guns, which I use in Warzone. But this isn't going to be like a big mechanic in the game. I mean, I guess it is a big mechanic in the game, but I don't think it's going to alter the way you play the game too much, at least for, a lot of people. But it is kind of cool that you get that little animation whenever you walk slowly around a corner. So, I mean, that's pretty cool, but nothing I'm like overly excited about, but I think it's whatever. New hit animations. This is actually pretty cool. I'm not a big animations graphics guy in general, but they do have many different like body part sections that they can detect in the game. So when you get hit in certain spots, it'll have a different animation. As far as I know, this doesn't affect the actual like damage amounts. These aren't hit boxes. It's just hit animation. So, if you get shot in the shoulder, you're going to like really spin around on your shoulder, or whatever the case may be with in regards to where you get shot at. Intelligent movement. Let's see what this is. Okay, so they're making some way that it'll make pressing buttons easier. When I was watching this, I'm not really sure exactly what they were talking about here. It looks like this settings called mantle assist, sprint assist, crouch assist. I don't know what these are. Those are going to be things people are going to have to figure out what the best settings are and mess around with those. But it's cool that they're adding more options for people that, want more options with their controls. That's always a good thing to have more options. Black Ops 6 movement. This is one of the biggest things that it seems like they've done new. That's not even just bringing back old good features. This omnidirectional movement looks kind of crazy, but it honestly looks really good. I mean, you're able to sprint, slide, and dive in every direction while even shooting, I believe it looks like. So you can literally just dive sideways and like shoot somebody as you're diving behind a counter, which looks really cool. Although the dive, I think so far from what I've seen, like this right here, he hits the ground pretty quickly. So it's not like you're going to be able to be flying through the air shooting people. So I don't think it'll be too broken, but they might have to tweak it a little bit. But it looks really fun. I can only imagine just the amount of clips that can come out of this and pro play and just plays you can make and flashy plays you can make. And it just looks fun in general, honestly. It looks like a good, fun addition to the movement system, and I'm excited to see how it pans out. Moving on to the first look at Black Ops 6 multiplayer maps. They're going to be having, I believe, 16 total maps at launch. Four of them are like strike maps. I'm not sure what that means. Maybe that means like small maps. I honestly am not sure. But here we have some images of the maps. The graphics look great. The colors look great. The lighting looks good. It doesn't look too dark. A lot of these maps look nice, bright, and vibrant, which I just love. And this is like, I'm just going to call this train. I don't know what it's going to be named, but this is like a train cart, obviously, in a forest. Looks pretty cool to me. I like that one. This one, again, looks really cool. We got a pool, so we might see some Sharksy action. If this is a multiplayer or rank play map, we'll see what happens there. But this map looks really dope too, just the lighting, everything. Of course, you can't really tell like if it's a 3-lane and stuff, but obviously from what they said earlier, let's just assume it's a 3-lane because I'm sure it's going to be a 3-lane, which means it's probably going to be a good map. And then finally, whatever this one is, I actually didn't see this one earlier. It looks like underground, like kind of coal mine type vibe, which looks pretty cool. Looks interesting. A little darker map, but those are always fun to throw in. So overall, these maps, I'm excited about them. I mean, the fact that they're 3-lane, they look good. They should be fun. They really should be fun. Apparently, there's some minimal HUD thing. I'm not really sure what the purpose of this is, but there it is if you're interested in that. There's going to be 12 brand new weapons for the Call of Duty franchise in this game, which I am glad to hear because watching a lot of the video from the trailer, or not trailer, but just all the stuff they showed today, some of the guns look similar, your AK-74 and your MP5 and guns we've seen over and over again. So I'm happy to see that there's going to be 12 brand new guns that have apparently never been in the Call of Duty franchise. That's going to definitely help keep it fresh. With some new guns and not just, feel like you're running the MP5 and the AK-47 all the time, which I do like those weapons and they're good. They're fine. Not a big complaint out of me if they do, when they do bring back guns like that, they're fine. But having brand new weapons definitely is going to make for a more exciting experience. Of course, BO6 is going to be part of the COD HQ, but they are making the UI updates, like I said earlier, which include a better lobby experience and working to reduce the game's size. So that's good to hear, although I did see where apparently the game size, whenever it went up on Steam or wherever, is showing that it's like 306 gigabytes or something. But, I mean, we'll see. Whatever. If I got to buy another terabyte of hard drive space, then so be it, I guess. And then here, like I mentioned earlier, we're going to, at launch, have 12 core 6v6 maps, along with 4 strike maps, which are playable in 2v2 or 6v6. So, I mean, kind of cool, I guess. Here's some more footage of the Omni movement. This was a clip that was in, I actually saw before the reveal stuff, and looks pretty cool. It's kind of a good example of a cool play you can make, I guess, by diving down into a train cart while shooting backwards. It just looks cool. I've already covered the movement earlier, so I'm not going to talk too much more about it, but they do also mention here that there's new supine prone. I probably said that word wrong, not a word I say often. Supine, I think it's supine. Is it supine? Supine prone lets you rotate in prone for the first time. I think they had that in Cold War, if I'm not mistaken, because you could there was no prone block. Maybe I'm getting something wrong, but Basically, to me, it sounds like there's no prone block, which is cool because then you don't have to worry about that when you're playing and trying to lay down in certain positions. So sounds good to me. For the zombies fans, there will be, of course, round-based zombies coming back, which sounds pretty cool. I'm not a huge zombies guy myself, but I definitely will be giving it a try. They're going to be having 2 maps at launch: Liberty Falls, which is set in West Virginia, which I think is very cool because that's where I'm from. And then Terminus, which is set in a black site area, which is a more dark only setting, which sounds pretty cool. Like I said, I'm not a big zombies guy, but zombies does have a place in my heart for sure from all the classic transit days and things like that. But if you do want zombies information, there you go. Now, when it comes to the loadout system, apparently it's not the pick 10 system like was kind of rumored, but it is similar and sounds pretty fun. So with the multiplayer loadout system, you're going to be having a primary, a secondary, a dedicated melee, which is definitely new. So I'm curious how that works, if you're going to have to tap triangle 3 times, or just how that works, like to switch to your melee if you already have 2 other guns, because historically you've only ever had your primary and your secondary. So that'll be interesting to see. Of course, you still have your lethal, your tactical, your field upgrade, along with 3 perks and a perk specialty. Which, how the perk specialty works, I've seen, is if you have, so there's basically 3 different like categories of perks, and if you select 3 perks all within the same category, you'll get a perk specialty bonus essentially, which sounds pretty cool, honestly, if you want to really tailor your perks to a certain play style and get essentially an additional perk or bonus. Sounds pretty cool. There's also going to be wild cards, which I'm sure many of you know what some of those are from the other Black Ops games, including if you use a certain wild card, you're going to be able to have up to 8 attachments with a wild card, but normally we're going to be having 5 attachments per weapon, which I think is pretty much how it's been the last few years. So not quite a pick 10 system here, but I do think that this sounds like a good system. The perks in particular sound like an interesting take on the perks with the perk specialty. I think that could be fun just to get that extra bonus perk with certain specialty by selecting a certain perk package or whatever they're called. If I actually scroll down one more post, it actually shows there's 3 categories of perks: Enforcer, Recon, and Strategist. Perks are divided into perk 1, 2, and 3. If you equip the same category of perk across all 3, you get the specialty. Example, equip all 3 Enforcer perks and get speed and health regen increase with each kill. So, like I said, it sounds pretty cool for building those custom perk packages for your own personal experience and how you like to play the game. And here's a look at the gunsmith from a little blurry screenshot that was taken from the live stream or whatever. Looks pretty good. Looks Black Ops 4 style to me, which I like. I love Black Ops 4. Of course, we're gonna have the 5 attachments on it, and you can just tell the UI is totally different. I think this is going to be the first game in the last couple of years where we're going to actually have a different feeling to the game overall and the UI, which I'm really excited for. I love Black Ops, absolutely love Treyarch, so super excited for that. But I think that's about it. Of course, we got the Vault Edition, which I kind of covered in the last video, but skins look cool. PDW, I didn't even realize they had names for that. Okay, this is actually my first time seeing the names for these weapons, which looks pretty cool. I already bought the Vault Edition, so I will be having these, but that's going to be it for this video. I tried to cover everything that they talked about today. I might have missed a thing or two. If there's anything I missed you want to mention, leave a comment below. But as always, thanks for watching. I'm super excited for BO6. Be sure to like and subscribe for more Black Ops 6 content in the future. And I'll see you guys next time.